End of my senior year, I had just gotten into Berkeley. I was declared one of the valedictorians of my class. And it was a moment where everything was going good. But when it came to local scholarships, when they asked me to share my story, specifically the challenges I faced, I didn't get any because of the homophobic bias that a lot of these interviewers had. And in this particular instance, there were three women in an interview, and they asked that question: what was the biggest challenge you faced? And I talked about being gay. I talked about having to face an exorcism from the Catholic Church when I was 13 years old. I talked about how the own school administration tried to censor my senior quote for saying, yes, I dress nice, I wasn't in the closet this long for nothing. And it had to go to the point where I had to talk to the superintendent and get the ACLU behind in order to get that quote on the yearbook. And after sharing all this with the interviewers, one of them looked at me and stated, well, the real issue is you being gay, not what happened to you. I was just crushed, and like I said, this was just a moment where I had all these successes. I had the privilege of going to Berkeley behind me, and not even that was enough to get this scholarship. And I would never remember when they called it that name for a scholarship. It was a straight male, that had a scholarship to go to a school for playing a sport. And it was really hard for me because like I said, it was just all my hard work. It didn't get me that scholarship. Well, what really motivated me was just having that, not being able to share my story and having people view my story and my experiences as not important. And that's why this queer scholarship is so important for me to create, because I want to give queer students from the Central Valley the space to share their story, to be recognized, and state that they are an important part of this community and their voices should be heard. And this scholarship does exactly that.